Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Thundering Herd head coach told me before the game he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Tries to get it on the ground. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. So Michigan's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. More than 350 yards and a pair of scores in his last game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
From the gun. Give on the inside. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wants to throw it again. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
On the move, makes the catch, and he's free. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Give to the back. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here comes the heat. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. 1st down here for the offense. Off play action. Fires left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Got some room headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense going all in to stop the run. Push ahead on the sneak. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped him.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Herd! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Pulls and fires complete. Turning it on. Lowers those pads. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete in the middle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. He's bringing it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's 4th. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. The Thundering Herd might just keep throwing that thing after that last one. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Marshall will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Looking for room at the 25. Could be an alley. At the 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Just hand it to to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards in the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Bringing it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Finds a man in the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the ground game. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screens, whether it's... whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Quarterback keep. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Quick release by the QB. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Touchdown, Wolverines! What a catch in the end zone for 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He gets it into enemy territory, and that return has them in business at the 42-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Looking downfield, it's right. Pressure coming, and it's a sack.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys.
Lofts one high and deep. Goes high to pull it in. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Grabs it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Give to the running back. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 10 team, the Texas Longhorns.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with Coach Dan Lanning at the half. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down.
And you have to wonder if going in at halftime in the locker room just slowed down the momentum a little bit for this offense. They had it going so well in the first half. They were up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, scoring points. But here we go. First drive of the second half, and they run into a wall, getting sacked on the third play of the drive. They're going to have to pick it up here in the second half.
The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. Looking to throw, it's right. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Got room at the 35. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. Marshall doing damage through the air, and now back to work. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. There he goes. Got enough for the first. He's at the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Unloads quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Rigs a tackle, and he's got room. And he's knocked down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From inside the 15, and there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space? great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Smacks it with the stiff arm. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Great place to start for this offense. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Handoff from the gun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. He's got him. Just keeps moving. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got a man in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence,
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Finds his man. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
Hey, he barely got the ball, and he just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that one did not work.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that pick.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. All the pressure, all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drop. Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run.
Maybe some room here. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Scanning the field, it's right. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Defense in press coverage. The running back has it. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Offense set on 1st down. Keep it on the ground. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football?
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Still running at the 35. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the unique thing about this defense with their nickel personnel is they're able to disguise what they're doing. They can play a lot of different coverages. They can play man, zone, but they can also bring the nickel player in the box and still be pretty good against the run. That time, pretty good job defending the QB scramble. Let's see what they do here on 4th.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Direct snap. There's a crease. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Back to pass. It's right. Makes the grab. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab in their space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Using the quick game. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. On the move, he fires. Right through his hand. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got his man, makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, that is a Herculean effort. He caught the ball in the middle of the field and somehow was able to use his speed and his vision and awareness and still get out of bounds to stop the clock.
He makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw, it's right. Trying to find the end zone. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll try the left side. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Michigan. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Big Blue with the answer.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this 2-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, that's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well. Because you're right, you beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. A strike downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Dropping back, it's right. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. It's complete. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Thundering Herd might just keep throwing that thing after that last one. Throws to the back. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll line up to kick it and try to make this a one-score game. And they're already in a desperate situation. They'll try to get the field goal, and they'll need the ball back. And the kick is good, but not nearly enough to cover the spread. Well, maybe some spreads, but not the spread of the actual game. And the game is over. That's going to do it for this one. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliates.